Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. This video is for you if you've been trying to grow your audience online but feel like you are shouting into a void. You post, you plan, you show up, but nothing really is clicking. And you probably told yourself, if I had a bigger audience, I would make more money. But if I told you that it's not about how big your audience is, but it's about your systems. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly the exact systems I'm building inside my 10K sprint so I can make that consistent income even while my audience is still growing. So story time. For the longest time, I thought that success online was about visibility. Post more, go viral, get followers, right? Easy peasy. The truth is, I knew how to get attention and I just didn't know how to turn that attention into money. And there is a whole entire psychology of sales that is involved when it comes to turning attention into paying customers. I knew how to get attention. I just didn't know how to turn that attention into money. I had no systems. I had no follow-up process. I had no content rhythm, no client journey. So even when people were interested, they'll just slip through the cracks. Think of it of like how you have a bottle of water, but then bottle of water has a crack at the bottom and you just keep on pouring water, but it just keeps on going out. That's exactly how, if you run a business and you don't have proper systems and frameworks, that's exactly how you go into again that cycle of just like start, fail, start again, fail, maybe get a little bit of results and then start again and then fail. So that's when I realized that a system is not just a repeatable way to get results, but what if I told you that if you create that system, the audience wouldn't really matter, right? And I know when it comes to service providers, it'd be let it be creatives, let it be website designers, let it be media buyers, anyone in that category, is that they think systems are restrictive and they kill creativity. But that's actually the opposite. Systems protect your creativity because they handle the chaos for you. Here's what I mean. When you don't have structure, you waste energy on the same things every single day. Think about it right now, how your day starts in the middle of the day and then the end of the day. And within that cycle of your today activities, what repeats on a daily basis and you wish that it could be automated or removed. For example, what should I post? When do I follow up on a client or a lead? Did I reply to that person that sent me a message and say, hey, I think I'm interested. When are you available? Such things. So when you have systems, you have questions. Those questions, they just disappear. Why? Because there is a place, there is automation, there is a workflow, there is a framework for that already works for you in the background so that you can be able to operate without feeling, this sense of drag in your business. So you can finally have that mental space to focus on growth, creativity, and your clients. And right now I have a 3 core system that I'm using to hit my 10K sprint that I've thought about, but I'm also implementing as we speak. There's going to be a little bit of tweaks, but this is where I am at. So number 1 is going to be the content system. This is going to help me post consistently without burning out. I've got 3 of my content pillars already that I shared yesterday, and every content idea is going to be revolving around those content pillars. So into those buckets. So it's not going to be more guessing or like chaos, or I need to come up with more creative way to get content. No, it's just going to be that. And also something I need to mention is that when you know what your messaging is, then copy becomes way much easier because you understand already what your message is, because it's the core center of content. Great. Number 2 is the lead system. Right now, I'm creating a simple DM flow and tracking leads manually. It's not fancy, but every conversation has a goal. So which is connection, qualification, and invitation. So I'm not begging and there's not going to be awkward pitches, just structure. And then number 3 is the client system. This is where most service providers actually drop the ball. I've also dropped the ball once, but this time around, I'm making sure that there is nothing I'm dropping. I'm going to be tight. It's going to be tight from the beginning to the end because I don't want to do this again by myself. And if I'm going to do it again, it's going to be when I'm scaling and I have at least someone on the team that can do that. Okay. So this is where, this is where you think of, this is where I'm building the onboarding and accountability flow that makes clients feel supported. And that's going to be a huge thing because I'm creating a group coaching. So because happy clients, and I think you guys have heard of this so many times, happy clients create repeatable clients. So those are my systems. They're not glamorous. It's just has those core things based on what my offer is and based on how I'm predicting how the case is going to come, and also how I'm going to make sure that that case does not really distract the path that I'm on with building this. So everyone really wants consistency, everyone. But a few people are willing to build those systems that create it. So you don't rise to the level of your motivation, but you fall on the level of your systems. And that's why I'm building these systems in my 10K sprint so that they are like a machine. It's not a moment, because once the systems are in place, I will never have to start over again. I'll make them better, but I'll never start again. So, and neither will you, because I've shared so much for you. So if you're ready to stop relying on motivation and start creating structure that works even when you don't feel like it, then this is your sign, because systems don't just make you productive, but they actually make you free. I'll let that sink in a little bit, because that's where we all want to be, freedom, so that you can be able to do whatever you want, or going back to those reasons why you started your business. Okay. So if you found this video helpful, subscribe, like, and thank you for those who have been sending me messages on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. All right. Thank you, and see you in tomorrow's video. Cheers.